for the plot, but we all know it is probably not. Little chat with another slice of life. Biggles keeps talking about another villainess. And in a tropeに越されているので、私たちはそれらは全て分析します。It's the Biggles breakdown, another anime night, fighting all the shows and the plots. It's time for the Biggles breakdown. Breakdown.
Hello, everybody. My name is Biggles. This is the Biggles Breakdown. I am joined with my two co-hosts, Crimson Law and Little Chad.
Hello.
Crimson?
With Crimson, who is whatever the show needs him to be, per
He
Biggles
is
on
whatever
X.
the show needs to be. He is our knight. He is our official lolly. He is whatever we need him to be. He's even a mute. Look at that. All right, so
What the fuck?
So we have a chat already talking about, and I don't know why it went away, but it was Maza something. Maza
Salamanca or something like that.
Yeah, Salamanca. Yeah. For some reason, the chat went away, but he was talking about.
So it's last
trash
toxic
anime.
male.
Is it? It's last toxic male. Okay.
If it's a Mazda account, 90% chance it's last toxic male.
Got it. So it was talking about the trash anime. We will get into that. I can move it up on the list. Yeah, actually, let's we'll talk about it second. So we have our shows came out, right? We gotta talk about these shows. There's the trash one. How do you say that again, Crimson?
Gachiakuta.
Gachuyakuta. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
This isn't even
All
like
right.
a tongue twister one. Like, how do you struggle with this?
I can't read that. It doesn't look English.
Man, you are brain damaged beyond repair, aren't you?
Oh.
Yes. But I did want to start with one that makes me feel even more brain damaged than I already am because I'm still watching it. To Be Hero X.
I'm not, so I don't know why. Crimson, are you still watching it?
I am. Yes, I am. I will say that like it was disappointing to deviate from Ling Li. I actually liked his character. I thought like they gave him a pretty good arc. And then it was from there, it's basically just been, oh, you're going to kind of get to know these characters, and then we're going to leave you on a cliffhanger for 10 episodes at a time. And we're just not going to tell you what the fuck is going on. We're going to move on to something entirely different that has almost nothing to do with it, with the promise of maybe we'll tie it all in at the end. And a lot of people are saying like, oh, well, it's all going to tie in at the end. It's all going to tie in at the end. Well, the Apothecary Diaries did that, and guess what? It didn't have to leave you on a bunch of cliffhangers. It gave you fully satisfying installments all the way through.
Yeah, this sucks. It's basically full of like propaganda. The whole thing is like, if we like you, you get to be cool. You know, it's fucking.
I will defend this latest episode though, because I thought it had a good emotional hook, particularly like with this guy who is, you have the whole like his believers make him mute. He can't speak, and he's like, struggling to connect with people. He just doesn't understand. He's so out of the loop. He doesn't really get what's going on, and this is all pretty much his fault. He had a chance to step out of the limelight and, get away from his powers and actually be able to live a decent life and raise his daughter. But instead he was completely committed to the whole thing. He literally a sociopath, and doesn't even realize what's wrong with him.
If he can't speak, he has a phone. He could have at least texted, "Hey,
Well,
I'm your father."
He's a sociopath. He can't really figure out how to care about someone. But here he is trying to act like, oh, well, she's my daughter. And I don't know. I find it very interesting from a writing standpoint. I won't criticize anyone for not liking it, but I actually did genuinely like the story of this latest episode. It was a nice sort of like inverse to everything that had been playing out in this little arc up to this point. It was kind of like an interesting change in viewpoints.
I at least like that he said all these people are basically, he said, they're all fucking retarded. We got someone on Rumble, Chris Joe Max. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the Biggles breakdown where we talk about the anime that is out. So, yeah, I feel even more retarded than I already am for keep on watching this. But they're going to probably have like 3 more episodes of this guy and then go to someone who fucking sucks that has only been mentioned one time in the background.
Yeah, we're probably about to go on to like, get the whole like big Johnny, little Johnny story.
It's fucking, this is trash. I can no longer justify watching it. All right. So Salamanca wanted us to talk about gotcha. What? How do you say it?
Ga,
Ga,
chi,
chi,
a,
ku,
ta.
ga, chi, kuta.
Yes.
All right. Or also known as trash anime. And it's not trash, but it's about trash. So this second episode was kind of fucking awesome. We got givers, so we're starting to learn about the power system. I'm hoping I'll understand a little bit more. And we had those like trash monsters. I don't understand how he got strong enough that he was just knocking them out before he activated any of his giver powers.
Well, here's the thing is, so I'll give you a little bit of an explanation to how it works. Is basically a giver's ability is to imbue life into a weapon or into an item, and they can use it as a weapon. It transforms that thing. You saw it with Umbrella Boy, okay? Like how he transformed his umbrella into a weapon.
Yeah.
That's basically how the power works. Is someone has like a thing, something that they keep with them all the time, something super special or whatever that it has some significant meaning to them. And that thing like basically accumulates like life force from that and gains special powers. It's kind of a similar thing to how like the trash beasts work in this series. Is basically they're kind of the inverse process of that. Is all of the like the negative elements like hatred, resentment, and all that build up there and gives the trash piles sentience. So Rudo is capable of using multiple items, as you've seen. I'm willing to bet you that it's just him using his power innately and not really thinking much about it, because you do see some of the items suffer those effects of him using them as he's in that fight.
We got a celebrity in here. Brandon,
hey!
if you want a link, let me know. I'll shoot you a link. I like how Marcel says, and people complain about Asta. I'm so hyped for new Black Clover to come next year. Like, but
hey, look, I don't dislike loud main characters, because that's how I like my music, loud. And as long as we're on that, like I said before the stream, the intro to this show is like my kind of vibe.
So
it is straight like metalcore vibes all the way through, and I love it.
And the previews have been glorious. Yeah. So I don't mind loud ass main characters. I dislike loud ass side characters. Like, bitch, you are a supporting role. You shut the fuck up. Like Zenitsu or Gigi. Those motherfuckers can shut the fuck up.
Well, keep in mind, Gigi is also going crazy because he's sleep deprived. So,
yeah, whatever.
Like he's out of his gourd at this point. He ain't thinking straight. Not that that ever really changes, but at this point in time, like he is out of it. He ain't had a good night's sleep in an eternity.
uh, yeah. Well, let me actually just send him the link if he wants it. Why is this not here? Okay, I can only find him by his. Okay, that's annoying.
Sounds like you're encountering some bullshit.
Well, I can message him through the group chat, but I don't want the like 75 fucking people in there to all have the link.
Yeah, just like, roll the dice. Hey, who's gonna join this time? I'm surprised, honestly, that me putting my link in chat at the end of spring worked out as well as it did. I honestly expected that to go sideways real fucking fast.
All right. Well, if he wants the link, he can just DM me and I'll put it there. All right, let's go to call of the night because for some reason I can't find him without going into our main group chat. And even when I type in his name, it doesn't show up. Okay. Call of the night. So this one, have you seen the second episode yet, little Chad?
Nah, I have. I'm kind of just waiting on this one because I got all these other ones to watch that I think are better. So.
All right.
As far as romances go, yeah, there are 2 anime that easily clear this, if you ask me, this season.
Wait, is this a romance?
Call of the Night?
Yeah, I figured.
Dude, are you even paying attention? The whole premise is he wants to fall in love with a vampire.
So he can be turned into a vampire. But he's fucking retarded and fucking emotionally damaged more than I am. I mean, emotionally.
It's still a romance. Retarded. The whole core of the show is romance.
I feel like it isn't even romantic.
Yeah, because Ko Yamori is fucking retarded.
I feel like it's like Rent a Girlfriend bad in romance.
I'm just shouting at Biggles for the entertainment. It's okay. Mom and Dad aren't fighting. We're just being performative.
We're not abusing the poor special child.
Wait, I thought we were the kids and little Chad is the adult.
I mean, it's like big age.
Brother, little brother fighting out here.
But yeah, we meet like a psycho
now Crimson,
vampire.
You know Biggles is special and you shouldn't be mean to him.
I don't care. He's a fucking black belt.
I'm not a black belt, but I am a higher up belt.
Yeah, you're an asteroid belt.
That explains why I've been hit so many times. All right, so call the night. We meet like a psycho chick vampire who wants to turn his friend.
Dude, she has enough red flags to sail the 7 seas. Holy crap.
Dude, she's insane.
I mean, just from what I remember of the first season, it's not what you want to get involved in.
Well, no,
there is no circumstance where I would ever want to get involved with that.
She's worse than the other ones you've met so far. But yeah, let's go to the next the next one.
And I feel really bad for the friend because it looks like he's about to get himself involved in a situation he can't get out of, and he's just gonna get utterly fucked by this whole thing.
Dan to Dan, so good.
And the other vampires are not helping him out like at all.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping that like now that the detective is involved in this, that we're probably going to see some straightening out, because I don't know, if it would be really weird for this dude to like turn into a vampire.
Yeah, well, hopefully it gets better. But Dan to Dan, episode 2. I know you guys saw it in the theaters, and I know you guys were kind of talking about like the further episodes. I did not like this episode. I know when Crimson.
What is wrong with you, Biggles?
I just
See,
I don't really like
I
the show.
like this episode, but I always thought Gigi was absolutely fucking retarded in this point of the story. Like, why the hell would you ever do what you did here?
Especially with Turbo Granny like yelling at you over and over again. Don't do it. And then they're like, "Oh, you haven't noticed yet?" Like they're like, "What are you? You're fucking
To be
stupid."
fair, Evil Eye proves to be, fairly helpful, like
I mean,
still overall totally destructive, but he proves to be fairly helpful a few
but look
times.
at it in the context of what he was seeing, like the
Mhm.
life that he saw, and in his view, this kid was protecting him from the cryptid,
Mm-hmm.
and then he sees again one of the most like horrible, sad backstories that he can relate to, since his family was murdered, or was
By
attempted to be
these people.
murdered by the same family, and that he was going to be the sacrifice for the cryptid. I mean, so he's, and I think they've shown from the first season leading into this that this is the kind of dude who's very leading with his heart open, even being friends as while competing, for the
Mhm.
girl.
Yeah,
So
well,
when,
yeah, Gigi's always been a very, very friendly person.
yeah,
So that's entirely within his character. Like, I get why. It's complete. Like, I don't know. I guess I operate on logic first. So it's always like something that's kind of been like, I'm completely baffled why you would ever do something like this, especially when someone who knows more about these sorts of situations is right there screaming at you not to do it.
Um,
have we seen? Does like is I'm trying to recall. Has he had conversations with Turbo Granny now? I can't remember.
well, Turbo Granny told him a couple times not to do it, and then he did it anyways.
Well, you got to remember that like shortly after his introduction to the story, he encounters Taro and then Okaru's ghost powers. So like he's already very well aware that the people around him have supernatural abilities.
I just think it, especially when you view them as a collective, those first three episodes, splicing them out makes them a little less impactful, because when they have a run, as Crimson and I saw in the theater, like together, just in
Mm-hmm.
sequence without interruption, it flows so well. The animation is so high quality too. Like it's
Mhm.
kinetic in a way that is just visceral. It really shows what an animation studio can really do when they're putting in the effort.
Mm-hmm.
When you, I don't want to keep mocking Temu Tensei, but when you see that that was supposedly like a high end prestige project, and that's the shit we got, versus
Mm-hmm.
Dan to Dan, when you see an animation studio really trying, really connecting on like just not compromising. Like I want, this is great because it reminds me a lot of like Mushoku Tensei and some of the, when you get an animation studio or ReZero where they are really committed to just making sure they live up to the love of that people have
Mm-hmm.
for that manga, where they're not cheaping and cheating on these really important sequences. It's so good. Like, and the way they integrate the CG properly, and not like as a bullshit, like way to save money and make the animation, and it ends up making the animation look like crap. I mean, this is, I can't speak. And then with the music, Dan and the voice acting, this stuff is so good on every level. It's a masterclass, and I get why maybe some people just don't like this storyline. But there's no way to, you could, I can say objectively you wouldn't be able to just have to acknowledge that it is a amazingly constructed anime episode.
Well, like I said, I think it's a good anime. I just don't like it. And like I know Crimson was saying there's going to be like an emotional thing like episode 7, but I kind of felt like maybe this one was trying to be it, and I felt like nothing towards caring about like the evil.
You felt nothing watching
I
that
f-
sequence.
I felt nothing.
Dude, we already know Biggles likes to punt children. What do you expect from this man?
It's like, you know what? I watched this show and it was nothing, so I watched Original Sin so I could get my jollies because that's how I
did.
really like it.
He would
I
he would
support
kick his
episode
own
3.
he would kick his own nephews down the stairs if he could get away with it. That's the kind of man we're dealing with. His own
Hey.
flesh and blood.
I am so glad that episode 3 kept on with the child abuse. Let's be fair.
That's a take. That's
I really,
a fucking take.
you know how we isolate comments from Crimson? We need to isolate that one from Biggles.
No,
Christ, man.
The Biggles breakdown now with even more
child abuse.
Hey, were you abused as a child? Well, guess what? You should have been abused harder. You're a waste of space. You should just do away with yourself now. Stop wasting the oxygen that the rest of us could be using.
That's basically
that's a Biggles motivational speech right there.
Yeah, but that show and that story is the most important thing. In the end, the animation and music can be the best I've ever seen. If the story doesn't pull me in, it's mid at best. We got to stop using the word mid for everything. Because if everything is mid, nothing is mid.
Okay, I'm sorry. I will grant people the ability, I think in this world you can like what you like. I like a lot of trash anime that is clearly trash. Dan to Dan, you may not like it, but it is not mid. It is not mid. Like it is not trash. It is, you may choose to maybe not be hooked by the story, but it is objectively on all cylinders.
Well, here's the thing. I get what he's saying, and I'm kind of of the same mind. Flashing lights, and high speed action. They're cool, but they don't leave a lasting impression. Like if the story doesn't get to you, fine, that's okay. But I don't think you can objectively say that it is a bad anime or that it is mid. Your experience with it might be mid. I'll give you that. But I don't think that even with Solo Leveling, as much as I do rag on it for its story being not as good as what a lot of people will hype it up to be, I don't think that it is a horrible thing. I still think that it's at least decently enough written to make it entertaining. Dandadan, though, I think focuses a lot more on the characters. That's why I actually do really like it, much more than something like Solo Leveling. It's not it's not straight up a power fantasy. There are actually, some intent. There's some intent behind the story.
Yeah,
but that's a whole different debate, I guess.
So, I don't like the way the characters look outside of the main cast. It's just not.
You don't like the unnerving designs of all the cryptids that are supposed to be terrifying?
No, the normal people that aren't in the main cast.
You mean the horrible villainous family that's been sacrificing children for hundreds of years?
Yeah, I don't like looking at them.
I don't think you're supposed to.
Yeah, well,
their design is intentionally grotesque.
I didn't like the other people in the first season either. But yeah, I don't like.
You know what? I don't like you.
I know you don't. That's why we're friends.
This is entirely true. There is no lie there whatsoever.
But no, I acknowledge that it's good. I just don't like it. All right, next one. My dress up darling. Show me the boobies.
Equip boobs. That's the name of
this one, right, Crimson?
Yeah, no, I was more so talking about, he said, I didn't say trash, it's mid, 5 out of 10. I was going to say, yeah, that's what I get it. If your experience with it is, it's kind of a mid, enjoyment for me, fine. I mean, that's okay. I just feel like a lot of people, I don't know, don't convey their sentiments around that kind of stuff properly. And I've said this before, but a lot of people immediately go to, well, I didn't like it, therefore the series is trash. they can't distinguish between something that is objectively well done and like an objective success and something they don't like. That's all I will leave it at.
All right. Now, my dress up darling, show me the boobs. We meet our trap, our femboy who likes to cosplay women.
There's a lot of gay going on this season so far. Like you like this episode when he runs out of getting cleaned up in the bathroom, sees the dude that he thinks is hitting on Marin and was like, "No, don't do that with her. I will take her place." I was like, "You think a guy's just like, yeah, I'm cool with the like 6 foot bro taking over for the hot Gairu."
Well, Gojo's like I think that fits into the character perfectly because Gojo and Tamarian to some extent, they're both like they're just awkward teens. That's really all they are. Like clowning around unintentionally. So I think that fits pretty perfectly with something that he would do like in the moment, like really panicking. 'Cause, like that's the whole point is he sees like her like seemingly distressed and he's like, oh shit, I gotta do something about this. Which he does get a little bit of a reward, although he's still wearing the bunny suit out of shame, and he doesn't really get the full experience.
So right back to Don to Don. Give me more Okaroon. Yeah, I would have liked to see more Okaroon in that. They basically used him as a gag to like rip off the thing's head and then be gone until he's needed like 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later.
Well, if I remember correctly, there should be quite a bit more Okaroon in episode 3.
Okay, good.
There's an entire amazing sequence. It's so good.
that whole sequence is so great to watch.
All right,
We're
week.
talking about the cursed house in episode 3, right?
Okay. So back to Marin, back to the gay hairdressers or normal straight hairdressers that just happen to be hairdressers. I don't know. And then the hairdresser starts yelling at her like, "What is with your hair? Like I made it good and you ruined it." And then they had to talking about. So obviously she's talking about him all the time to her hairdressers. Then we go to the event that they're going to.
The aquarium cosplay event.
Yeah, the aquarium. That's where it
You're
was.
skipping the 6 scene.
The 6.
Oh, that's right. Where she's
Yeah.
sick
Oh, yeah.
home from school and he comes and takes care of
And
her.
one of the funniest moments in the episode is Gojo goes to like try and find something like additional for her to lay her up, and the first thing he pulls out is an Ahega shirt. He just looks at it and like calmly puts it back down and moves on.
The slippery girls. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the fact that it's canon that Marin is playing all these H games and sucking him into them. Yeah.
All the arrow games. And
Yep.
All right, and then the girls come to check on her, and he runs away and hides on the terrace, gets sick, and then the cosplay event, and that is where we meet the trap. And I think one of my funniest parts from this episode is where he's freaking out about seeing the glue in the purse, and he's like, why does he have glue? Like what's going on? And it was almost as funny as the movie's part, but
he's just applying it to his face to stick the hair on properly.
Yeah.
Yep. And then the question is, wait, then they see they're scrolling his phone for his portfolio, and they're like, hold on, what is this? And there's a picture of him being very buxom, and they're like, but it looks so natural, and he's like, oh, you can equip boobs. And that's when we get what is probably going to be a future Biggles cutscene with Marin going, let's go see them movies.
As soon as we have the dub version of it, I'm getting it. Because then I can flip it without getting it like caught on copyrights. Let's see. What else about this? It's just fun.
I love this one, dude. This and as far as romance anime goes this season, this and Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity are fantastic. They're both really, really good ones. Definitely something to watch over Rent a Girlfriend season 4 or Call of the Night, if you ask me.
Oh my God, Rent a Girlfriend.
Uh,
Sorry, I have to take jabs at it. I don't give a fuck if you're a Rent a Girlfriend fan.
it's on his
Um,
contract.
I am legally obligated to, whenever I get the chance, say fuck Rent a Girlfriend. Okay.
All right, so let's go
Yep.
to Rising of the Shield Hero season 4. Philo's back, so I'm happy. They kind of like go to
You
this.
sick fuck. I'm
Uh,
kidding.
my favorite voice actress is Philo, so y'all can eat a dick. Uh, so Philo's back. Now for me, I'm kind of upset that they didn't at least try to do a voice match. This guy sounds nothing like the original voice
It's
actor.
hard to do that when the guy died of cancer.
I know, but you could find someone who has a similar voice.
Are we talking sub or dub on this one?
Dub.
Dub.
So the dub voice actor got changed out. Who was
Yeah,
the
because
original
he-
dub voice
Billy
actor?
Billy something. The one who died of cancer like during season 3 or during the airing of season 3. But
I didn't hate it. I mean, to me, it seemed like they got
Billy
someone
Kametz. Okay.
who was close, and he's generally kind of in the same timber. But I mean, it's like when that guy died when he was in Spartacus. It's such a terrible thing. You can't always find someone who can just be a voice alike.
I would have liked it to be at least somewhat similar. Like even if they're not as good, just like it's like when Kingdom changed all their voice actors. I just went to sub. I was like, if I'm going to have different voices, might as well just watch it in Japanese. And then they're like, we're never coming back with the dub anyways, because that new dub was awful. So we're sticking all sub all the time. So this episode was kind of boring, but they went to this new town, and it kind of seems a little suspicious. So now for me is a little suspicious of them. I'll watch the next episode. The thing with Rising the Shield Hero,
I did like that real quick that the Lion Man character design looks straight out of what was it, Realist Hero saves.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
really?
So it's like, okay, let's reuse some assets.
So we'll see if season 4 gets better. I know season 2 most people didn't like. I liked season 2. I liked the other characters in the other world, but season 3
Was season 2 the Spirit Tortoise?
It was.
Yeah,
the end of it. I think was the Spirit Tortoise, right?
I thought the beginning of it was the Spirit Tortoise.
Yeah, they were fighting the Spirit Tortoise, and then the halfway through got transported to the other
Oh,
world.
okay. So I like part 2. I don't. Part 1's not as great. I thought it was a good setup. Very sus Kingdom. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see where that goes. We all know Rising the Shield Hero. Everything goes bad towards him. So something's bad is probably going to happen in that kingdom. All right, Witch Watch. You said you hadn't watched this new episode yet, Crimson?
I have not. Like I said, I was out from 3 to 11 yesterday at Summer of Loud. So
Yeah, I didn't get the new episode of Witch Watch yet either because it was falling behind some of the other stuff I was trying to be caught up on.
All right, so we get a femboy vampire.
Biggles' favorite femboy vampires.
We get a boy warlock.
That sounds like an emo band from the late 2000s.
Right. It probably
It
is.
really does. Femboy vampires.
It probably is.
The opening act is the Twink Zombies.
Twink zombies versus femboy vampires.
I think you guys
In
might
3D.
I think guys might enjoy the femboy vampire. There's not enough of a cat girl witch in the show. I need more of her, please.
No, not enough Nemu.
Yeah, she's my favorite, and when she's not there, I'm very sad. Let's see what people say so far. A Money Wilson. All right, I'm still mad at A Money Wilson for calling Alicia Alice. Okay, that's unacceptable. Okay, so nothing to say about Witch Watch because you guys haven't watched it. But need more Nemu. Okay.
I mean, the show can always use more Nemu. I'll just leave it at that.
No, so we've
Oh,
had
we
a,
did get her in a bikini. We have our beach episode.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right,
Or
as we're
River episode.
yeah, as we're switching to Clevitas here, man. This season of anime has had some dark twists, like in its episodes so far. Like, not
How
even
this one
counting.
ends.
Yeah, with well, not even how it ends, but just the backstory for the wet nurse is like, jeez,
Yeah.
how do you like? It's oh, she had her teeth knocked out, and that was the nice thing that happened to her.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
like that was the least awful thing that has happened to her. Yes.
this was like being hit by an emotional truck because I may not care about children, but this one was hard for me to watch.
Yeah, no, I thought it was a really, really good episode this last
Yeah,
week for Clevitas. Like
I
I don't know, it was a really good setup for effectively what's going to come next. We get to see a lot of like Clevitas seeing like the worst parts of humanity, and we also have Blondie being like, "Don't think that we're all like these people. They're kind of the exception, and they're they're fucking awful." And of course, she does test her immortality in this latest episode. So there's that.
It's clever too, by the way. Like if you're in that kind of situation and you've been told that your body is functionally immortal as long as Clevitas is around to boss you. Take advantage. Like you can do crazy shit. Now it looks like you have a moment. What we don't know is if she clearly looks like she felt pain. It was not a comfortable thing to do, but and the end of the episode I believe was with her eyes rolled back, dead body, so we haven't seen her like heal up yet, but I think we can safely assume that comes next. And from the fact that she's wielding in the promotional image the sword that we got the backstory on with the stuff for that the slavers were using as fishing bait with the other slaves, which is terrible.
So here is my prediction for the next episode because I'm super excited for the next episode. What day is this on? Mondays, right? No, Tuesdays.
Tuesdays, I believe, if I'm
Tuesdays.
not mistaken.
So having to wait another day, like I've been waiting to watch a new episode of this since like it came out. I was like, oh, and I almost was like Marcel and almost had to go to the manga, but I want to be anime only until this is over, and then I'll probably just fucking read the entire manga. But I think she's going to go in the water, get the sword, kill the creatures in the thing, come out and kill some of the slavers. But I think I think Clevitas is going to get pissed that he just fucking wipes out the village and like takes the wet nurse.
Yeah, she's basically talking like, I can't join you because I have to hang around to make sure that like any babies that roll through here have someone to take care of them. And he's just to be like, all right, you know what solves that problem? If this camp doesn't exist anymore, like, give me a second to fuck these people up.
Yeah, I think he's going to kill them all.
But he also gave her like it almost sounded like I can grant you some power. Like I don't know if she's gonna the same way. I mean, the other girl's a zombie, so she died before he did that. If he can power her up so that she's a minion of his too, what was the spell like? I forget the name. Whatever spell he used to
figure.
Yeah.
I was about to say the only thing he ever mentions is as long as my dark ichor flows through you.
Oh, ichor. I thought he said figure. Okay.
No, so it kind of seems like dark ichor is like some sort of like mystic force that he manipulates. So I don't think it's really a spell or anything.
Yeah, I just think this is pretty fucking awesome so far.
Oh, Clevitas is
It's
Wednesday,
easily
by the
one
way.
of
It's
Wednesday, fuck! I'm
it's
dying
easily
here.
one of the best anime of the season. Like it's just been absolutely fantastic.
I'm dying here. I need an episode 3 already. Oh,
The only
okay.
question I have is if the main head hooker girl gets killed or not, because in the flashbacks it looks like she was trying her best, given the circumstances, to protect some of the girls that she
Well,
had.
I don't think Clevitas will kill her, especially because the wet nurse was kind of like she was the only one there for me and stuff. So he might see good in her humanity and leave her alive. Um, and maybe like some of the other girls that are just like there. But let's go to the next one. Secrets of the Silent Witch. Are you watching this one, little Chad?
I am. It's interesting. It's like,
I like it. I
you
think the
know,
main character is adorable.
I love it.
Smile. Yeah, she's like, yeah, she's falling into the prince's path, which was hilarious.
She's failing like she is literally the embodiment of task failed successfully.
I really love her flashes to the, her the other sage, how she views him in her mind is like this evil thing. He's gonna be so mad at me.
Well, did you guys like catch like the little hints as to like why she struggles to talk to people so much that are in this show or that are in this latest episode?
Maybe not because it's a sub and I miss a lot of stuff because I'm reading.
It's right at the beginning and it's like a couple of like little flashes of dialogue. Basically, you get some shots of like when she gets the tape measure, she's like super inquisitive and excited and all that and running around measuring everything. She loves numbers. She's super talkative. And then it cuts to, her basically being abused by a guy. And what he says is basically, damn your father for getting me into this. If you just didn't run your mouth, things would be okay. So I'm assuming that this is going to play into like how like she ended up like being super shy. Is that whole incident traumatizes her and is just like being unable to talk to people because she doesn't know like what's okay to say and what's not.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. That's why she freaks out when she's like explaining the golden ratio about the prince. And she's like, this is how I know, right?
Well,
Yeah,
like I said, it provides the perfect context as to why she is the way she is something traumatic happened all because she decided to speak out about something innocently as a child. And that got her and her father and everyone into like a massive amount of trouble.
Or Isabel. So Isabel, the girl right here, she's like, I will play the best villainess ever. So she is the star of the show. I'm not going to lie, as a villainess, even if
are you going to put her in the running for best villainess?
I will add her on the list because otherwise we only have 3 villainesses, and she is worthy of a villainess title because she's like, listen, don't worry, I can do this.
You're expanding this category so far every time. It's like, I get it.
Hey, she keeps saying she's a villainess, right? So we got.
I think this one legitimately should count as a villainess. Like she's literally like going on like I'm going to play this role and become a villainess.
I do
feel like
enjoy
that
the use
qualifies.
of the use of the fan and the ha 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 laugh as she's doing it.
It's great. It's great. She's a lot of fun. And then Monica gets called the little squirrel because she eats nuts and she dropped them. And he's like, the prince is like, she's just a little squirrel. Leave
I
her
do
alone."
love that the prince is straight up saying, "We're going to use you as bait." So, congratulations.
But yeah, I'm really liking this one. The characters are just kind of fun. So I'm looking forward to more of this. I really like it. What do you guys say?
I think it's a very good show and one that
Yep.
is easily worth watching this season. Like it's like the animation is really solid for it. Like the whole concept of it is great. The characters are actually like really endearing all in their own ways. So it makes it fun to watch.
They're quirky but not annoying, which is nice. Sometimes when they try to make a character quirky, it just moves right into just being annoying. And so they're like with our friend who's proposing as the villainess, but she's doing it out of obligation because she knows that this sage saved her entire city that her family was the lords over. So when she killed the dragon, so it's there's that kind of stuff where giving good backstory. Nobody's acting like they should are just doing something for the show plot. They have good legitimate reasons for doing everything they're doing from the perspective of the character that they're written as. It's not just like, well, we need the silent witch to be in the school and we need her to have the attic room, so we're gonna like they're not working backwards. They're giving good solid reasons for all of that. Character designs are unique and slightly different. We've seen, how many times have we seen the magic school setting at this point always do something that makes your character stand out in the design, which is nice.
Well, one of the things about like the magic school setting that usually annoys me is like a lot of it gets done so generically, like there's no thought put into it. It's almost like this is a low effort setting that I can create my story in. This one doesn't feel that way because it actually like gives you a reason to be at the school. It gives you like a reason to follow the characters and everything that's going on and to why things are happening the way they're happening. It's just like it has the supporting material to actually carry the parts of it that could be perceived as generic in a much more professional manner, I guess is the best way to say it.
So to the comment by Blue Eyed Scorpio, I'm probably going to binge it in September so we can watch it. You want to know what, guys? We make fun of Sporking for liking bad animes. He did not like this one when I was talking to him on Thursday.
Secret of the Silent Witch?
Yeah.
Because this is a good anime.
Why? Yeah, I mean, I'm
That's
sorry.
why he didn't like it.
It's not about a vending machine, so he doesn't like it.
Okay, I enjoy the vending machine anime too, so I can't. But that's like we talked about earlier in the show. There's ones that I acknowledge are trash that I just enjoy, and that one is a trash anime that I enjoy. And so, speaking of that, by the way, on Tuesdays, you don't get you know you don't get the shows like we thought. Like Clevitas comes Wednesday, so what you're getting Tuesday is a couple of cuckoos, new season, Rent a Girlfriend, which is Crimson Crimson's favorite, and Turkey Time
Oh wait, hold
to
on,
Strike.
hold on. Rent a Girlfriend mentioned, legal obligation. Fuck Rent a Girlfriend.
Yeah, so Wednesday is the day you get Clevitas, Rising the Shield Hero, reborn as a vending machine, and of course reincarnated as the seventh prince so I can take my time perfecting my magical ability, which is the most awkward character design for a lead that I've seen in a long time.
Thigh boy.
So
Biggles is like, I'm not sure what to think.
So in Brandon's chat, one of the guys in there posted a meme. It was like anime guys with thighs, or anime no, not anime guys with thighs. It's like anime thighs saves lives or whatever, and then it has all these girls, and then it has the seventh prince.
It's probably thick thighs save lives.
Maybe.
If we're gonna do that, we need to get to just go to Rory Rocks and just stick to the quality, man. It was gold this week. This week was gold.
So let's do, because you guys were talking about, or we had a segue into it and then we tangent off and ruined it. Reborn as a vending machine. Now I went to the dungeon. I like how you called it Mario Kart 64, Crimson. And they were like, "Are you even old enough to play it?" And you're like, "3DS." Where Lamis is like swinging around the thing and smacking everybody with the lizard guy.
No, I actually said that about Shy Hero.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Well, Lamis does it too in this one. So my bad.
Yeah, no, that
he
was
just
funny though. The exchange is still funny nonetheless. Just mentioning Mario 64, like in there, everyone's like, I didn't even realize you were old enough to play that. I'm like, I'm gonna make you feel real old here. I got that on the Nintendo DS when it first released. I got the remake version.
uh, but Lamus does it too, so maybe that's why I thought it was this one. Um, they kind of just fight in this one. Their town is being attacked. Uh, he uses ice to make them all fall asleep because they're cold-blooded creatures, which was pretty cool. We get the Tasmanian Devils, the band of gluttons, back.
Hmm.
Uh, Boxo is now talking with like random words. And the girl was like, "Can you say my name?" Which she already knows he can't. And he's like, "You're cute," to like break her. And then Lamis is like, "I'm
Is
gonna
so
kill
pissed
you."
off, like
Yeah,
the
she's like,
radiating anger.
"I'm gonna fucking kill you, Boxo."
I
Yep.
don't know why everyone wants to fuck the vending machine, but
Well, it's the
okay.
same reason why everybody wants to fuck the cat. Boxo's just adorable. Look at his big ass fucking eyes. That's probably
I
why Crimson likes the show.
But
He
they
probably
don't
wants
see
to
the
fuck the vending
eyes. All
machine
they
too.
see is,
I
remember, they don't see
I
those
don't know
eyes.
what you're talking about. Stop projecting this onto me, Biggles. We all know you're the one who wants to stick your dick in the fucking toaster.
Ugh,
Captain Brain
man,
Damage.
the last time I did that, I got fucking burned. What? No, I'm just kidding. I left it plugged in, Crimson. I left it plugged in.
You're not supposed to do that. Instructions unclear. Dick stuck in toaster.
Yeah, but this one's just silly. Like little Chad said earlier, trash anime that I enjoy.
It really is just pure retardation. Like there's no defending it. It is nuclear grade brain rotting material.
What?
But because of that, because it's so unabashed in how it like handles all that, it's at least well produced. I'll give it that. And there's an entertainment factor to like how much more ridiculous can this possibly get?
This is a 90 by this person. And I'm like, the premise is beyond nuts. I mean, reincarnated as a vending machine. I went in knowing that it was ridiculous. I don't want to keep reading, but I like how people are like, yeah. And then they're even Boxo as their fucking thing. So this might be their favorite anime if Boxo's their logo, you know?
Lord help this person.
It's Sporking's burger account.
I honestly would not be surprised to find out something like that.
You know what? Would they be better off watching Rent a Girlfriend?
No.
No, absolutely not.
So just
Absolutely
remember that.
not.
It could be
Look,
worse.
A
It could always be
legal
worse.
obligation. Fuck Rent a Girlfriend.
All right. So this might be one of my favorite ones so far. I really like the chemistry between these two characters, Sarah and what is his name? Hoshi.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I haven't watched it.
Oh, you haven't watched it?
No, I haven't.
Well, okay. So basically, they're concierge for a hotel. Think like John Wick, where all the guests are like killers. And concierge never say no. So basically, each episode they get like a quest kind of that they're going to do, and then they go do the quest for the killer. Like in the first one, it was find my sister. The second one, it was help me be my cover. And then they got a call, and it ends with a cliffhanger about one of their services that they have to do. So I don't know what happens. I was kind of sad that the ending of 2 happened, but I'm hoping that something else happens. Although I don't think what I want is going to happen. Little Chad, have you seen this?
I haven't watched this one yet.
Okay, so hopefully it's good. Might drop that one every episode. They build some emotion. They Marcel? What are you talking about? The first one, no one died except the bad guy. So are you saying out of okay? And who knows if he's dead? Just because you get stabbed doesn't mean you die.
People die if you kill them.
I know, but
And
stabbing
sometimes
them
you put
as-
them in a preservation capsule, bury them in the woods, and
Yeah.
Biggles gets very excited about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Biggles is like Anakin out here. He is going full on Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah,
Not just the women and the children, but not just the men, the women and the children too.
especially the children. But yeah, well, I want to see what happens in the third one. It says there's only 4 episodes, so maybe it's a really short series. I don't know. I'll have to check my anime list to see how many it actually has. But yeah, I'm enjoying this. Since neither of you have talked about it, we can jump into the next one. So this one, since my video came out, I've been getting people telling me, "Hey, I'm watching the Paper Bag anime." Have you guys watched episode 2?
No, I haven't watched this one either.
I've seen your commentary about episode 2, where it took apparently a dark turn.
Yeah. So grapes are not good. So there's a band of dudes that take women into the dungeons and then grape. But Dennis, our cook / hero, kicks the shit out of him while wearing a paper bag. And he's an absolute badass. And I love it. And the girl that they tried to grape is also adorable. She's like, I want to be or no one takes me serious as a female swordsman because I'm a woman. And she's like, but
yes, like a woman.
but the redhead's a badass woman, so why can't they just see me as a woman? And Dennis is like, well, yeah, that makes sense. But she has no money, so Dennis is like, here, have this food for free, basically. And he's like, I'll help you get a party. And I just really, really like this show. I'll probably do a video on each episode. But my short took longer to make than the video itself because I was doing each word per thing. And then I was having fucking issues with my editor and it kept putting it in the wrong spot and I was getting mad. Just like when you put it in the wrong spot, she gets mad. Hey, what? Okay, I just had to make that joke. Okay, next one because you guys haven't seen it. The Shy Hero and the Assassin Princess.
Biggles' favorite Dommy Mommy show for the season.
Oh, he can't even control himself.
He needs her to
love.
whip him like that guild receptionist girl was whipping
Wait.
frogs and reincarnated as a vending machine.
Let's can we I don't like whips and chains. Whips and chains do not excite me. If those come out,
Did
I-
you watch
don't
Chain
lie.
Hold on.
If
Did you
those
watch
come out-
Chain Soldier? Did you watch
I
Chain
did.
Soldier?
I did.
Did you enjoy Chain Soldier?
It was entertaining.
Was that not consistently whips and chains?
Yeah, but it was different. It wasn't on me.
So Biggles is a sadist.
I'm more into the Bunny Senpai Dami Mommy stuff where she steps on your foot and then is slightly
My
abusive at times.
Sakurajima.
Yes. The smacking and the stepping. No whips and chains, please. If whips and chains come out, I am asserting my dominance right away and being like, nope, not happening. I am in charge now.
A woman goes
Listen,
to get like a whip out, and she
I
turns
will
around,
treat
and
you like a
Biggles is literally
child.
just incoming with the fucking fist, like in
I
the
will-
air.
I will treat you like a child and kick the shit out of you. But assert my dominance. Okay.
She's like on the
But-
floor, like half conscious. He's just sitting there, like teabagging her.
But no, I love this one, and I'm so glad that he only passed out 3 times in this episode. And like the fight in this episode is fun as fuck. Where he's just swinging the slime around, and then
Yeah.
the girls have
He
like
gave,
lewd
he gave him
thoughts of
that
the
Bowser from
Yeah.
Mario 64 treatment.
yeah, and then the girls were kind of having some lewd thoughts of the slime. That was funny. And yeah, it's just fun. It's got two hotties and a lolly. I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, I mean some of the jiggle physics is pretty.
Top tier. Let's go.
Nice.
If you're gonna have a character like that, you've got to invest in the jiggle physics.
Exactly. Oh, perfection. All right.
Got to know where to sink
And-
all that animation.
And the
animation
slime
budget.
seems like the appropriate first like party
Yeah.
villain to fight.
And he's like, man, I got to get stronger. Otherwise, can we talk about the D rank adventurer in this? Can we please?
Yeah, him
Please,
getting
please?
basically driven off by every woman in the party.
Yeah. He's like, why do you want this loser? He's an E rank. I'm a D rank, right? It's like, dude, you're a D rank adventurer. You still suck. Shut the fuck up, right?
Dude,
And
you're
he's
literally
like,
picking a fight with a dude who could fucking squat twice your body weight.
dude, he's about the same. He's slightly taller than our little lolly, right? And he's like, yeah, why you with that guy? You could be with us. And the girls just give him a look like, I will kill you. And he fucking's like, I'm gonna die. Runs away. He takes off. And then Toto, he's right. I had trouble with a giant ass slime. But he didn't know, he's like, it's the weakest monster. But he didn't know it was fucking powered up with Demon Lord powers because of our little lolly. And he just fucking whooped the shit out of it. And the coolest part was he's like, oh man, nothing's working. And then he just yells at it and dies. Like, dude, this dude is awesome.
He literally was just like, yeah, remember that move that dude in Hunter x Hunter pulled? Let me try that.
And he just fucking died. Dude, it's fucking so good, man. So good.
Yelling so loud, you fucking render someone unconscious. Just fucking
kills
kill
it.
him.
I love how the Dobby Bobby's like, yeah, I guess my job now is to just be the expedition dump. Let's see. Just finished my live peak show, top 3. What, this one? Top 3? Your top 3? This chick alone could be number 1.
I mean,
Of all anime.
in terms of seasonal ranking of Opie, yeah, probably.
And I mean, it's going to be hard to beat that as far as number 1 Opie. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
Marin
putting
in
her on the
season
list.
1 of Dress Up Darling would have put up a fight, but so far in
I don't
season
know. I mean,
2,
we still have the girl. We still have Nagi from Ruri Rocks. She's got some, like
Oh,
she's
that's
got
right.
everything. She's got everything.
but
man.
is it?
Well,
But
so does this one.
but when we count, but Rory like the Opie, okay, but you know where it's at.
She dresses respectfully.
That's what makes it even better, Biggles.
She's
I know.
she's stacked on both fronts. Like,
I know. Well, so is this one. Well,
Dropped Rory. Hold on. Dropped Rory Rocks.
we understand
What?
that you do not like women, so we'll give you a pass on that. You got to watch it just for the women. City is better. I don't even know what City is.
City the Animation. It's basically a comedy anime. It is. I do enjoy City. That one's fucking funny to me. But I don't know if I could recommend it because it is a very specific sense of humor. If either of you have ever watched Nichijou, it's much like that.
I have not. All right. Now for the hottest guy in all of anime, Ugly Mug.
And this is Biggles' kind of love interest right here.
So, can we
He
talk?
was telling me how hard he got when this character first showed up on screen.
I was so hard that, yeah. Oh, dude, when I was on Sporking's channel, I was like, and this character is Sporking? Right? My transition into it was like, have you met anybody as ugly as Sporking? Well, this guy is Sporking. Luckily he got lucky with
You're
his
putting
wife.
Sporking at a negative 255 on the.
Well, I was just making fun of Sporking to have fun. Not going to lie, he probably has the biggest boobas this season.
No.
Man, he doesn't have any boobas. It's all
No.
his boobs are his stomach. He's a one piece. He is the one piece that they've been searching for this whole time.
He did, bro is just an entire fucking chicken nugget. I don't know what you're talking about.
He doesn't even have titties.
It is funny this episode when you're seeing him do like the super super dexterous like combat roll maneuvers because his stat line is off the chain.
It's like if I accidentally hit them, I could kill them.
Now the interesting thing is, I know which was nice because it's the second episode, and we've already seen that the other people in the party aren't stupid, which is good.
At least one of them isn't stupid.
And at least one of them knows exactly who this guy was and had encountered him in the previous life. So that's nice. I like that. I like, sometimes there's nice, mysteries to draw out. And sometimes there's stuff you don't want. Like the fact that he's trying to pull away from this party when you know he's going to stick with them. Only do that over a couple episodes before you fix it and have them move forward. That's fine.
It kind of looks like that's going to be like what they're gearing up for in the next episode. This by given his attitude in this most recent one.
Yeah, which is good because I think if they kept trying to draw it out any longer than that, it would get really annoying and frustrating. So,
is the purple-haired girl that girl from IRL he met? Which girl? You mean the one who got him arrested? I doubt it.
No, it wasn't the.
I was about to say there's no way.
From what we're seeing in the the OP in the end, it looks like the purple hair girl, her image in the other world is basically the same as her original looks. We see from the president of the company that converted over, he's fairly similar as well.
Just younger.
Yeah, so we saw the girl who falsely accused him, and it doesn't look like any of the girls in the party. I do think they may end up threading it so that he's going to have encounters with them or their families throughout his life where he was a positive influence. And other stuff, like I think the president's story is going to be how we get the similar vibe where he helped him be a super success and a mistake happened later and he felt like he disappointed our ugly bastard bro by not maintaining success with his company. I do like that they also blamed it on AI, which was a nice little touch. It looks
you
like
gotta make a good program for it.
Yeah, I mean, I think the girl in the purple, she mentioned studying for exams and doing things. I think she, there's going to be backstories for each one of them that makes them reasonably want to go to another world to escape what happened in their life.
I'm guessing that as far as that girl goes, she was like the sheltered princess type, the one who was basically, held inside by her parents against her will, always made to do the right thing, never given a chance to live her life, and that's why she's done this.
Yeah, because she's like 1 year older than 16. I like how she's like, I have to tell the truth. I'm not really 16. And she's like, I'm 17. And they thought she was going to say, I'm 7, like I'm a little girl because of how naive she is. But she's probably my favorite character.
That's interesting to say New Saga because I have enjoyed New Saga these past 2 episodes.
Yeah, I don't know what our problem with New Saga is.
Well, New Saga's next. So we'll talk about it right next. So we haven't learned anything about the blonde-haired girl, but I really like the power that the company leader has, where he put all his power into one special move. He's like, I will not let you down, and he just fucks him up. and the ugly mug dude's just like, yeah, use me as a shield, and he's just like punching him, and he's just like whatever. It's like bouncing off his face. Like,
I think it'll be great if the party is actually useful, like in their like they're good in their own right, and not just like constantly like having to unawarely rely on Shigeru. Like if he's just kind of there like with like as like a powerhouse and they're holding their own, I feel like the show will be like a lot better.
he doesn't
Yeah,
know
because
why.
yeah, otherwise you just have the OP guy just take care of everything, and you want it to be well rounded where they have value.
Hmm.
I mean, that's one of the things, at least in season one of Shield Hero, when it was doing really well. The other characters around Nafumi had value and were important for his success. Like, you don't want one person to be the only reason people win anything.
Which probably is why people didn't like 2, because like even Philo and Raftalia got nerfed, and he still had that OP ability where he just like kills people instantly with the Iron Maiden shit. But let's go to New Saga now that it's in the chat. So Kyle, our main character, is stuck in a love triangle. The girl he loved before she died and the girl he loved after she died.
I did love the slip. Well, you see, it was different. I was vulnerable. It's like, what are you talking about? Nothing.
But yeah, this is fun so far.
By the way, if you're gonna set up like a harem scenario, this is one of the more different but sort of realistic from an emotional standpoint. Because you've got the girl he loved who was massacred in front of him that became the driving force for his quest for justice, and the girl who becomes his love and his help and the person who journeys with him. And now since he's sent back in time, imagine how confused the emotions are right there, right? Because you've got the, like, he never stopped loving her because she died, right? She's, and he mourned her and moved on as someone in grief who found solace and love with his other girl. And now and we saw in the first episode that she was in love with him so much she took a fucking black hole attack and got like vaporized out of existence to save him. So clearly they had an emotional connection where they felt strongly for each other. And now you're like, am I just supposed to wipe away those? Like, he has all these memories. They're still there. For him, they're just like yesterday. And you don't blame her, the redhead, because to be suspicious, because clearly she's picking up on the fact that he's got feelings for her. I mean, I think it's a well-written scenario. I liked it. It's, because a lot of times you just have the harem where, he likes the other girl. Well, I like you so much, I'm cool with it. I'm down that you can just go bang the other girl. I like when there's where you put a variation in a lot of ways. It's like Mushoku Tensei, right? Like, they put in a lot of emotional threads to justify why
Each
another relationship is happening. And they don't necessarily have to, because it's manga, it's anime. Harems are a standard thing. They don't have to go out of their way to try to justify it, but it's always welcome when they do.
You still will never top the greatest harem of all time, the 100 girlfriends who really, 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 really love you.
Yep, this is true.
But no, I get what you're saying. It really does come down to that with a lot of things, though. With how well something is received is how well you are actually able to support it. If you just throw something, like writing a story effectively is pretty much similar to cooking in the sense that your tropes are basically your ingredients, and like everyone's going to be kind of using the same thing. Like everyone uses similar tropes, everyone relies on similar things. There's nothing new under the sun, right? It's how you go about preparing those things and weaving them into in the overall project that really makes it shine, because two different people can use the exact same set of things and have completely different outcomes just based on which one actually knows what they're doing with what they're handling.
It's like DNA digivolving. You either get it's fucking I can't remember their names anymore. I just had them in my head. You either get
there goes Biggles' point.
you either You either get the one with this name or the one with this name, and they're both the same two Digimon DNA digivolving. I don't know why I can't remember their names. I literally Dinomon and Dinomon and Paldramon. There we go. And they're literally the same DNA digivolve. But somehow they turn into different ones. And I know this because I use them in my deck. They're in my Digimon deck. But I also like how his best friend is like trying to hit on the girl, and he's kind of like, wait, damn it. What is his name? Wise? Is that the dude? No, that's the girl, isn't it? What's his name?
I'm not sure. Are we talking about the dude who was
The
trying
best
to peep
friend.
on the
The best.
the
Yeah,
guy who was
yeah,
trying to peep on the elves?
yeah,
on the
yeah.
elf?
On the girl, yeah. He's like, no, you can't. He's like, those are both my women. You can't look at them naked. Only I can.
Their
But
boobies are for my eyes only.
yeah, so I want to see more of this. I'm glad I ended up picking it up and watching it.
I've really enjoyed New Saga too. I won't say it's like the most amazing thing to come out this season, but it's a solid show for an otherwise really strong season of anime.
Yeah, I also liked the approach to like if you've got all the knowledge, you've got the future knowledge, you're trying to effectively speed run
Mhm.
your hero's journey. And I like how he boiled it down to what does a hero need to be in, like you got to have influence. How do you get influence? You get rich. You need to have money because it's such an like you don't think about it a lot of
We're
times, but
playing
like
at the
if
get
you're
rich quick scheme.
yeah, but if you're like when you're a hero, you're not getting paid for doing heroic things, so you have to have financing sufficient to make sure you can live and maintain influence and all these other things. And it's like it's a nice again, it's another ring. It's like Crimson said, you take the tropes, but how do you spice it? How do you prepare it so it's coming out a little different? I like the fact that when they were doing the dungeon, he knew that his comrades weren't ready to dungeon crawl at that level yet. So what does he do? We're gonna just dig straight to the treasure room.
Uh-huh.
Like, and we're gonna bypass all the traps, and we're just gonna go because that's where we're at right now. We've got to just make compromises to do what we can with what we have. And then it was a funny joke where his friend like absolutely gets like sucked into being Scrooge McDuck with all the wealth. And he's like, and the girls are like, I'm disgusted by what he's talking about. And he's like, good, your example has proven, will retain their innocence by protecting them because you're such a sleazeball right now. And then we get to our sentient sword gem where he snuck out to go do that. I'm interested to see if the sword will be able to read his memories since there was clearly telepathy involved in
Mhm.
their communication system. If she's, like, I think it's a she, right? It manifested. If
Yeah,
she's going to be able,
it's a
yeah.
magic lolly sword.
Yeah. So if she's going to be
It's a-
able to like pick up on the entire history of future events and thereby get in, like on board with his goals, or if he's going to have to earn her loyalty just like the other people who are nice. It's nice because I like that the elf so far doesn't like trust him yet. Like she's going along with him,
Mhm.
she's doing it, but she has a lot of questions about why he seems to know her. Like, what? How do you know my true name? Like, how do you do all these? Like, this is it's
He's in that moment. He's just like, shit.
shit.
I'll
I
tell
really
you once.
stepped in
I'll
this.
tell you once the redhead leaves.
Yeah, and then her looking at him like, "How do you know this girl's name exactly? And why do you seem so close? What's up with that?"
All right.
I also like, "You're not going. It's too dangerous. Fine, I'll stay."
He's
Oh,
literally
elf girl's going. I'm going now too.
he's literally that Michael Scott meme. Just
All right. Now for the hardest working genes in anime. Rui
yeah.
rocks.
Ruri gets what the not that the what this show gets me rock hard. I mean,
Nagi gets you rock hard, not Rui.
yeah,
This is
no,
Rui.
I know.
That's why you
I'm
had to
fully
fix
aware. Yes.
um, so Nagi and Rui go searching for gold. They find Pyrus. Is that what it's
Pyrite.
called?
Pyrite,
Pyrite.
fool's gold.
I was
They
about to say
find-
you might recognize it as fool's gold.
They
Yeah.
find Pyrite, and Rui finds one that's slightly different. So Nagi's like, no, that's really cool. You know, now we can get our name, or you can get your name in history, basically, that you found something other than the normal.
Yep.
And then they found a little bit of gold, and Rui is super excited. She like basically ignores everything. Um, there was a scene where I didn't read any dialogue because there was an ass on screen, and it was like just like her angled there, and they were. I was just like, I forgot to read the dialogue, so I had to go back and reread it.
So like this one hasn't been as information like intensive as I had imagined it might be when it started, but it's gotten a little bit like in depth on some of the stuff, especially if you pause and like read the the mid episode screens.
Mm-hmm.
Like those will give you some good information. But with this in particular, I did like that they started talking about like the streak test for like hardness and all that, and like all the different ways that you can like analyze a mineral. And they started talking a little bit about like how iron pyrite has these different crystals that form in different ways at different temperatures and pressures. There was like a little bit more information to it, but I don't know. I feel like I'm hoping that later episodes will give us more of it.
Yeah, this is
And of course, more of that ass.
Mm.
this is definitely one who likes, or for people who like eye candy, but respectable eye candy, and also people who like rocks. If you don't like rocks,
But the
Like-
crazy thing about this is you're going to
Yeah,
get people.
respectable gooning, whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean.
You're going to get people complain. Like, give it another couple days if it hasn't already. You're going to get people complaining about how she's being objectified and all this stuff. And it's like, I'm going to just respond with the freaking Austin Powers meme. It was like, I see there is no pleasing you. You know, if it's girls in a bathing suit at a, like, or, you know, at a beach episode, you're like, this is objectifying women. If it's a girl in a button-up goddamn shirt in jeans and boots, you're like, she's being objectified. What, you know, like, I'm sorry.
like the only skin you see is like her face and like a quarter of her arm, because she's got her arms rolled up or her sleeves rolled up for
From a technical
reason.
standpoint, she is borderline like Amish appropriate in terms of the amount of skin showing. Like, you know, she's got what, a forearm. The only thing showing, because she wears gloves too, she's got a forearm and her face that
Yeah.
show. Otherwise, it's all covered up, and they're gonna still complain about it.
Well, yeah, because some people just can't be pleased. They're stupid.
They are. You know what also is stupid, but I'm watching it?
This stream.
Yes. Well, I'm not watching the stream. I'm hosting the
Oh.
stream.
Same diff.
Night of the Living Cat. It is.
One of the dumbest
It is
things
so
to come out, but for so many reasons, I love it.
I would be calling a doctor if I was in this every 4 hours.
Because
Because you're allergic to
yeah.
cats.
No, because of how hard I would be from killing all these cats. No,
They would overwhelm you. Like, if
I
those,
wouldn't. I could take them.
there are even the like really burly like combat dude got overwhelmed and turned into the super adorable cat with the goggles so that we would know which one he is.
Yeah, but see, unlike them, I would be like the other dude with the water, and then I'd also be shooting the shit out of them.
He was so sad when he had to do that.
Yeah, but I don't. I despise cats. I would have to go call a doctor every 4 hours because of how erect I would be.
I'm with Biggles on this one. Fuck cats.
No, I hate cats. I just think that they would take Biggles out quickly.
Nah, man.
And
They'd
then
die.
what kind of cat would you be, Biggles?
The weird looking naked one. What are those cats called?
Like
The Persian cats.
Sure.
The hairless ones, yo.
Yeah, I'd end up being one of those fucking ugly motherfuckers.
Not a Garfield cat like, I hate Mondays.
No, I love Mondays. That's when the breakdown is.
I'd be a black cat because black cats are assholes.
You racist.
He would be a cat that would just go around. If he was in Japan, he would go to like the manga stores, find copies of Rent a Girlfriend, and just slash and then pee on them.
Yes. Yes, I absolutely would.
What? What's
I would be the biggest asshole of a cat you would ever find.
So you'd be a normal cat.
I would be the devil of all cats.
Man, this show
It's
is
so
funny.
goofy and all like it's ridiculous. It's
It much like Vending Machine, it is ridiculous in all the right ways. Like this is basically like the most amazing parody of a zombie movie I've ever watched.
and yet they
Yeah.
also break in and constantly are dropping cat lore. Like the modern cats were originated from Egypt, and this is why they don't like getting wet. It's like, they were a desert animal. It's like, oh, okay.
Well, I also like how the cops
That's,
are like so
good to
fucking
know.
stupid. They put the thing on the ground and then they put the water bottles and they're like, oh no, they got past the water bottles. How are we going to stop them now? Run away. Like fucking cops.
I mean, it's funny because in this hyper reality that this show is set in, like 90% of humans had pet cats, which is a dramatically high number.
This is why we need to get rid of all the crazy cat ladies and have them arrested and put in padded cells.
Cat ladies will bring about the apocalypse. This is
Yes.
the Biggles prediction.
We must get rid of the crazy cat ladies. Put them
Some
in
cat
padded
ladies
cells.
just want to see the world burn.
Exactly. But
I mean, it's a completely copied Taboo Cat.
oh no, I got in trouble.
It's a goofy, fun time. I really like it. I don't know if it's gonna get a dub, but it's the kind of thing where if it got a dub, I could see voice actors really just having a good time with these lines.
I would need Ian to be the guy, the cat lover. He's like, I can no longer
The main character, the blue haired
Yeah,
guy.
Yeah, if it's not Ian, it has to be the guy who voiced Leon. Because that guy would, he would have a blast doing it.
Well, which streaming service is doing Night of the Living Cats?
It's Crunchyroll.
So then you have a good chance of it actually ending up being an Ian Sinclair role because
Dude, that would be so funny.
like this is the kind of role that he's like perfect for because he's just so over the top and great at it.
That makes me. Is there anything on Amazon this season that we're watching?
I forgot
don't-
Amazon streams anime.
Yeah, just because I remember how much of a good time we had with Country Bumpkins dub last
dude.
season.
And Detective. This is
Yeah.
I love how bad those dubs are. Like they are like the greatest thing ever because of how bad they are.
Horrendous doesn't even begin to describe how bad they were.
And I fucking loved them. I was like, I don't even want to watch the sub. This is amazing. I'm happy. Like it made the
Biggles thrives in bad dubs.
it made it even better, in my opinion, because of how bad it was, and I loved every second of it. I'm not seeing any Amazon ones as I scroll through this on my other screen. Yeah, no, I don't see any Amazons. Okay, but Sword of the Demon Hunter came back today, and I didn't realize it because I had to click over to season 2, and I didn't know that. So we'll talk about that next week.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was back either.
I only knew that it was back because Jeremy Turner informed me of that on Saturday.
Well, the bastard didn't tell me. Thanks, Jeremy. Okay.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Thank you, Jeremy. I was only in your chat for a little bit. I had to play video games. Apocalypse Bringer, Mignon,
Apocalypse Bringer Vic Mignogna.
Vic Mignogna. I met Vic. He probably could bring the apocalypse if he wanted to, but he'd have to do it in Broly's voice and not Edwards.
No, I'd rather him just be like the toughest, like put Vic Mignogna as one of those tough guys from Night of the Living Dead, except for it's just Edward Elric's voice.
All right. So this one, he gets the Dark Elves on his side now. And he finds out there's two other worlds, and it looks, or not two other worlds, two other
nations.
like giant nations.
And then has a little fit because he's like, our placement sucks so bad.
Dude, I fucking hate playing 4X games, getting shitty areas where there's no resources and you're fucked and you're like, oh, I'm going to lose this one no matter how well I play. I'm just going to be outmatched late game and then get fucking wrecked. But yeah, this is all right. Like, they join him. She threatens them. What's her name? Otto threatens them. I'm kind of excited for this girl so far. I like her.
The nerd girl.
The dark elf nerd girls. Those are my other type that's not trying to kill me.
I love how they literally were like, let's get all of the women on this panel surrounding the main character.
Who is dressed like a femboy vampire.
This is also a woman because she has boob armor. So probably.
Well, yeah, like her title in the series is like Swarm Queen or something like that.
Yeah. Like, I don't like what he's wearing here. I like it better when he's black. When he's just the black.
Hold on a second. Can we Crimson, that's another one we need to isolate.
I like him when he's black.
I like him better when he's black.
And just the silence after too.
Well, at least we know Biggles isn't racist. Kind of like,
yeah.
At least he's not going down the Mazza family tree route.
But yeah, what are you guys' thoughts on this? I'm just going to keep watching it for now. Is this a same day dub? Was this a same day dub?
I'm not sure.
I think it was Japanese. I think it was subbed for the second episode.
I'm genuinely like, I could care less about this anime because I've already kind of disowned this series, but I'm just sort of like around because why the fuck not?
It's just subbed.
Okay.
It was interesting that when they adopted them as refugees, their like evil went through the roof.
But their evil was like, this is what it feels like to be cared about. And I was like, I don't understand. Are they not actually evil?
And yet the main lead was like, how about we get these people, kill them, and string their corpses up as messages? And he's like, that's too much.
He's like, I'm a pacifist. Like, all right.
Well, he goes into describing that at one point, like why it was so difficult because like the win condition for this nation was something that immediately started like World War, like levels of conflict if you approached it. So he's like fully prepared to go to war with everyone like this whole time. He's just like, I gotta get there. I gotta get to the point where I can start doing this shit first. So I know, like, as much as I want to avoid war, it's inevitable that I will end up having to fucking go to war with the entire world.
I just don't like the character design for his outfit later. It seems like he looks like he's dressing like Gwen Stefani from the late 90s in this outfit. I'm like,
you're a Batgirl.
Yeah, you're a dude. You don't need, like, I'm sorry. I don't want like super ambiguous lead males anymore. I want you to maintain that you're actually a straight dude. Yeah. Like,
maybe
why
he wants to be a
I could care. I couldn't care less about his outfit design, to be entirely honest.
I just think it's a silly character design choice.
That's just because, like, I don't give a fuck about this series.
What's that song that's like be a belly dancer or something like that? That's this guy. He wants to be a belly dancer.
He wants
Um,
to give you a sad lap dance. That's what he wants.
he's one of those strippers that likes to give lap dances when he's crying. Okay, so let's talk about See You Tomorrow at the Food Court. Have you guys seen this?
I have not been.
I've been
watching this.
enjoying both episodes.
It,
It's so crazy where it's just them sitting in a food court talking.
yeah. So I really like the part where she sees him talking to a guy and she just goes over there and starts shitting on guys because she doesn't want like her to leave her and like they lose their food court time together. And then she finds out that it's the manager, and then she starts talking about how much she likes guys, like
Yep.
especially the Duke of Abel or something like what is that character's name?
Oh,
From her gotcha game?
the gotcha game guy that she said she hated, but it was only because she couldn't pull his card,
Yeah.
and then she finally pulled the card, and now she wanted all the merch with him.
Uh, um, So I like how it's just, or they were talking shit about this girl. They're like, yeah, she looks like a gorilla. And they're like, no, she looks more like a monkey. And then or they're like, I don't like how she always has toilet paper. And then, what is this one's name? They call her different names. So I get confused.
Her name was
Uh,
shoot, what was it?
Wada. Wada.
Yeah.
So Wada, she's like, oh, Wada, you spilled your drink here. And she gives her the toilet paper. And she's just like, and as she's walking away. And then it shoots to like a photo of like a gorilla. And I just thought it was hilarious.
Well, because that's the girl she was talking about who was like a gorilla.
Yeah. And
And,
she like steals toilet paper from the school
Yeah.
to use. But yeah,
It's-
just
It is such an interesting slice of life show, right? About two opposite type people just connecting and being friends. I liked the first episode where the guy Rue gives her the speech in English, and then she just responds, "I don't know."
but this is
So
only
I
gonna be
should
6
check
episodes.
this one out, huh?
Yeah,
I
it's only
think-
going to be
yeah.
6 episodes. So
Huh.
I don't-
suffer through it.
I feel like it's going to be more than
I mean,
6 episodes.
if I can get through
No,
Takopi's Original Sin, then I can probably get through this.
no, this should only be 6 episodes because even Brandon, that anime guy who was here earlier, has a review out for it that it's only going to be 6 episodes. So
That's interesting. Yeah.
so it's like a mini series, but we've already got like 8 little episodes already, right?
Well, I mean, it's done in the same vein as like Catch Me at the Ballpark,
Yeah.
where it's vignettes, like it's individual like little segments that they do the conversations.
Yeah.
Well, and have either of you watched? I believe it's called Surazure Children. It's basically 6 episodes because it's 12 episodes that are half length.
There you go.
And it's not like this is completely unusual this season because we have Takopi's Original Sin, which is only 6 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
God, I couldn't handle more than 6 episodes of that show.
Dude, I couldn't. I appreciate the
Biggles is like, I want 26 episodes of kid killing.
give me 26 episodes of bashing the children. No, but
Biggles goes to sleep every night of the Jedi Temple raid from Episode 3 of Star Wars.
and just like has to wake up with new pants.
Master Skywalker. The lightsaber lights up, and Biggles is like, "Oh no, I need to go to the doctor. I'm so
erect. All right, so
I'm sorry, but like talking about like kids and getting erect in the same sentence never quite sits right with me.
I know, but at least it's of a different reason.
Biggles is like, no,
No,
it's
kidding.
not that way. It's murdering them, Crimson.
Yeah, it's not. It's totally different.
I'm not a pedophile. I just like to murder children.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
It's different.
yeah, It's not one thing.
I'm not a pedo. I'm a murderer. What? No.
The everything like wholesome and sweet about See You Tomorrow at the Food Court is completely reversed for Original Sin, man. Like it's the
Everyone in that
dichotomy.
series is fucking awful. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah. Like
This is
I
your
don't know
cleanser.
what are
Watch
the
it after
odds
this
that there's a
episode.
school where every single kid has the most horrific backstory. Wherever if you are living in Japan, do not move to that town. It is the
Mhm.
worst town apparently to raise kids and live in.
Yeah.
It's just
What do
Apparently,
you
there's
terrible.
something in the water that makes parents abusive to their children.
They might probably watch this
You know,
show enough, and they're like, "Yeah, kill it."
if I didn't know any better, I'd think that the little the little alien is like it, where it just starts bleeding malice and anger and like bad emotions into the city where it's living in. And just starts corrupting people. So maybe, like when he's like, I'm a Happian from the planet Happy. What is your influence on humans? Like we make them murdering, angry sociopaths. So-
We turn them into a Biggles. No, I'm just kidding. so, I do want to use.
but yeah, See You Tomorrow at the Food Court is just fun, sweet, wholesome, good show.
Now, earlier we talked about her gotcha character. So there's those claw machines, right? Well, she sticks her face up against the claw machine, trying to like see it to try to get the thing. She doesn't get it. So our, how do you say it? Gairu? How do you say it?
Gyru.
Gyaru.
Gyaru.
Gyaru. Our Gyaru wins it for her the first time and gives it to her. Just like in episode 1 of Culture Exchange with a Game Center Girl. She's obsessed with the claw machine and the koala, and this guy right here helps her win it. But my favorite part is episode 2. They introduce his little sister, and she's just saying how creepy the guy is that's friends with Lily at the game center, and it's him.
Well, no, what she says is it would be really creepy if it was you she was talking about. I'd have to get dad to cut all ties with you. I'm like, I'm really glad they made some jokes about like the relationship here, and they did clarify that she is in middle school. She looks like it. And
Yep.
so I'm like, so he's like, he's just trying to be like a good person, and she's out here like, I'm gonna continue flirting with you.
I love you.
Can we also the awkwardness of when he meets her mom and she's, is it your boyfriend? And it's like, dude, is like upper level high school. What
This is
like?
why we don't trust Europeans.
Yeah, I do love the
Well, the
English.
Japanese are the ones with low age of consent. Like, what the fuck are they complaining about?
The just like
Actually,
the
no, sorry. Most of Europe is actually the same as Japan, except for Germany, which is 14 for some fucking reason. Gee, I
Yeah,
wonder why
there you go.
Hassan was going over there for all
Yeah.
his weird sex parties.
I don't want to talk about that dude.
Yeah, sorry.
I hate him. Okay,
I think a
so
lot of people hate him.
yeah. The most entertaining part of the show is the English language part of it, where
uh-huh,
you have clearly what are Japanese voice actors
doing
pushing English, like, and when I say English I mean like from England English, where they're trying to give them accents, where she's like, no, he's so cool.
hey, I just want you to know. I like their English accents better than actual English people's accent. Okay, there we go. It. I'm not a fan of the British. No, Marcel says you're wrong. So I think.
Well,
Chris-
yeah, no. To be entirely fair, it's one of those things that gets memed on the internet. I know it's not actually like 14. There are some places that go even lower than that. But if you look it up on Google, for some reason it decides to say the age of consent is 14 for Germany specifically. I'm just like, what the fuck?
That's because Germany is awful. All right. Except for their beer. Okay. Cultural exchange with a game centered girl. What is Owie? Owie is the little sister's name.
Yeah, I do
And
love the
she's my new
disguise he
favorite character.
wears.
Yeah, he's like dressed up as one of the koalas character, and she got all excited for it. And the sister's like, "Who is this weirdo? Is he a gangster? Like, she likes a gangster?" And
So
then
and
he has
yeah,
calls him
that's
when he's helping out the other girls
the
when he's
sequence
working.
is great because he's very helpful, and she's like, maybe I misjudged him, and then he breaks character, breaks kayfabe, and like starts acting like her brother, where he gives
Head
her the
pats
head
her.
pats, and he's like, "You're such a good person," and she's like, "What are you doing, touching me, you creepy old man?"
And he's like,
And
"Oh, I forgot I was in disguise."
I love this show because it's just like genuine wholesome fun the whole way through. Like I don't know what else to say about it other than like it's just adorable the whole way through. It's really wholesome. There's nothing overly dramatic about it. It's willing to make fun of some of the elements that it actually uses. So I have a lot of respect for it. And I mean, normally like the English thing will like annoy me, but for this one, like I don't have a problem.
Dun dun dun. Marcel's all upset now. He's like, "I'm on my way." No, I'm just kidding.
I have insulted his country, so I would honestly I respect the dedication. So
He's like, "Hold on, I need to make an anime girl that looks like one." Okay. Um, Scooped up by an S rank adventurer, or scooped up by an S rank adventurer. It's more like he got scooped up by an S rank party, but whatever.
yeah,
Uh,
I mean, man, I feel like I haven't seen this show before.
dude,
gee, I wonder where I've heard this one before.
I like how he's like, "No, I mean, I suck. Like, my master could do everything." And then there's like a statue of her, and he's like literally standing there with them, and there's like a statue of his master, and like, I don't know. It's like the master's a badass, but he's pretty strong. And they're like, "What? You did 5 spells on 5 people at once? Like, you're a fucking." And he's like, "Yeah, they said I was ugly too." Like, and they're like, "Huh?" Like, I do kind of like the dynamic with this party because this party's like, "No, you're good, dude."
They're constantly trying to be like, no, this isn't normal. Like you're way more than qualified to be a part of our group.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I don't think so. And it's all because his fucking teacher decided, you know what, I'm gonna overcorrect because the last time you were alive, you were really cocky about things. So I'm gonna make sure that you never get cocky again by disabling self-esteem in the config.
It just fucking destroys him.
Like what the heck? Like why you gotta do that to a man?
All right, but there's not really much to say about this other than we've seen shows like this all the time. What do you think?
Honestly, a little bit let down by it. Like it especially because I've seen it so many times. But like
You like the girls, huh?
What's wrong with liking the girl's design in this show?
No, but he had that smile on his face and he's like quiet. So I
no,
assume
it's
that's
more
what he-
so like I guess it's just like there. It's mediocre. I've seen this story so many times, and I haven't seen very many good renditions of it. Like the
Biggles
last
is-
time something like this it had a good rendition, in my opinion, was the first season of Shield Hero.
Ah,
But even Shield, that one was different because it wasn't like the Shield Hero was immediately. He never got to be with the party, right? He wasn't fired from the party where they pretend he wasn't doing stuff. What's interesting is this show is coming immediately on the heels of what was
A-rank. A-rank.
A rank adventurer, which is effectively this like red mage, white mage, but same story. Like you're useless to a party. Like the character design of the hero party guy in this one is straight out of the A rank. I mean, they like made him look almost exactly the same.
They just changed his hair color and his outfit.
And honestly, A rank adventurer had a little bit of twisty to it with the plot, with especially where it got a little dark about how he like when it got into the a anachromatic where he cursed his former party to an endless loop of punishment. You're like, that's kind of dark.
He
I
turned
don't.
his best friend
Yeah,
into a golden testicle.
yeah. And then they even do it where that you when you get to the end of the second core, he's visiting the alternate reality where they actually stayed good friends and he wasn't a dick, and it's even worse. It's like, oh no, like you're seeing what could have been when your friends were actually good people. I don't see that scooped up by an S rank is gonna do anything that interesting with this concept. It's gonna,
Well,
yeah.
she's out here like, I want to become a hero. I'm already an S rank. I want to become a hero. So I have a feeling that like they're gonna like get recognized as like a heroes party, and the other guy is just gonna be like, hey, hot chicks, you want to be a part of my group?
Yeah. And Dami Mommy from the Heroes Party, who actually liked him, is gonna quit and join his group
Probably. But no,
Well,
the
well,
best.
they already have a shield, so why would they need her?
because she's a shield with boobs. The shield they
Yeah,
have doesn't
you
have
need the
boobs.
boob shield, not the dude shield. But
I'm so tough I can helicopter my dick around and deflect all the projectiles.
So the best I got kicked out of my party this season is welcome to the Outcast restaurant, because he got kicked out and instead he started a restaurant and randomly saving people in dungeons. So he's pretty fucking awesome. And I like how he has 2 meat cleavers as his weapon. So this one sucks compared to that one. The Water Magician, have you guys watched it?
Yeah, I watched
Yeah,
it. It's kind of generic and
it really is. The one thing I will give it praise for is it actually comes up with a few like unique ideas and like the faking and all that stuff. But like,
I like the headless suit of armor that's basically got water like coming out of its head or whatever that he fights with.
yeah, the
And
faking.
that's the faking.
oh, that's what it was called? Okay. I forgot its name. I fell asleep multiple times and I've had to rewatch the first 2 episodes like 4 times before
Do you only ever watch anime when you go to bed?
No, I watch it right after work and fall asleep right after work, and I watch it before work and I set an alarm for when I have to leave just in case I fall asleep while before work. But no, I watch a lot of it before bed. I like his his interactions with the redheaded dude.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, who's constantly shocked at his OP skill set, which is
yeah.
funny. I'm intrigued to see. I mean, we got the tease that the elf girl that we are seeing in the opening and ending sequences was the previously reincarnated from Earth individual who also has the extra hidden talent. Like what is I don't know if it's going to be
Eternal
exactly
Youth,
this.
right? Or no,
Well,
That's his.
that's his. He said the last time he's had somebody who had a hidden skill like that was, when he reincarnated someone before. Now she's an elf, so the eternal youth might just become from being an elf because depending on your fantasy show with anime, elves live forever. They have a slower lifespan. We don't know yet which version this is. I'm intrigued to see if, like he thinks he's only been there for not that long. If we find out that he's actually been there for like 45 years and just doesn't realize it.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. Is like he's probably been there for like decades at this point.
Yeah, especially because
Training against the Fey King.
yeah, and he met the dragon. The dragon was kind of cool, where he was just like, "Hello," like they just had a conversation, and then when they fought the Waverns, he was just like, "Yeah, I'm not going to tell him that I knew a dragon first, so there's just nothing, But this is the one. Or anybody else has anything to say before we switch?
No, I mean this show
I
kind of
don't.
is generic.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean you may like it, but it's just kind of. Oh, I thought this one was kind of interesting.
So this is another one where I've had to watch multiple times, and I don't really remember much of what's going on, other than there's like this black mist, right? It's black mist,
Hmm.
and you can't go in it unless you're in like a mech. But he can go in it, and he got really strong and punched the thing, killed the thing. But she died. Then he goes back in time, like what was it, 3 months ahead or 3 months before?
30 days.
Oh, 30 days. 30 days before, and now he's training so he could like save her again. And there was a short Crimson that I told you about that like they said this girl was like taking over the internet. And I trust random shorts that I have no idea what's going on.
I don't know why she. I I have seen nothing.
Her
I
her
have
design
seen
isn't
nothing.
unique enough to really justify that.
Yeah, I
at
know.
all.
Whoever said she's taking over the internet is fucking retarded.
Probably. I don't know. It was just a random short. And I watched it because it was about the show. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool like premise. And I like how this dude right here is like kind of like telling him you need to prove it to me. And he kind of thinks he's lying, but he kind of doesn't at point. And then this dude right here is also in love with her. So he's training her, especially after he's like, oh, she's going to die.
I don't know what to make of it. I'm not a huge fan of like the techno futuristic like Edo Japan or Heian Japan, whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a huge fan of that. Like it's an okay shonen if you ask me honestly. Like there are a lot of things that you're just like expected to sort of accept. Like okay, well this is the world now. This is where we are. Like a lot of shows will like give you like stuff like Jujutsu Kaisen will be like, all right, well we're actually like a secret society of sorcerers and like we use curse energy to go around and eliminate curses because they just build up naturally over time. That's a thing that happens. Or like Naruto, you get like a bit of an explanation about like the shinobi villages and all that stuff, and you get onboarded to the world. This one just kind of like pitches you in there, like, hey, here you go, have fun. And they do tell you a little bit about like what's going on, like with the Onmyoji and the Shikigami, I believe is what their mechs are called.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I'm not super sold on it. It just kind of feels like one of those shows or one of those series that was made as someone's like first project. Like this is an idea I have, and it's decently polished, but there are places where like you can see like it probably could have used a few more touch-ups.
I don't know. I'm kind of enjoying it so far. We'll see if I continue to like it. There are shows where once I get to the 4th episode, I'm like, yeah, no, I don't like this anymore. And there's shows where I just need 2 lines of dialogue, and I'm like, okay, I'm over it. Like Classroom of the Elite. Within the first 2 sentences, I dropped that show.
So for this show, it's
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it myself, so I wouldn't know. I'm shocked that you would drop something that fast.
Oh, well, it was the way they were talking was really fucking annoying to me. So I dropped it.
Or are they going like, bloody, fuck you, bloody?
No.
Yeah. So for this show, the only thing that's intriguing me is the time loop and the fact that he was seeing her in the dreams constantly. I'm almost watching it just to see what the explanation is going to be for the looping, because the other parts are, like Crimson said, the techno future with Ultraman digital whatever superhuman samurai squad style
Our
robots.
dude literally just digivolving in the middle of a fucking fight.
Hasn't really done it for me. The whole like Pacific Rim style, we need 2 people in there to operate the robot at proper capacity, didn't really do much for me. But I'm almost sticking with it just because I want to see what the hell the explanation they give for the time looping.
Okay, I'm gonna say something pretty wild here, and I will laugh my ass off if this is correct, but I have this sneaking suspicion that it may never, ever, ever come up again.
What part?
The time loop.
Oh, probably.
I have a sneaking suspicion that the time loop's never going to be relevant again.
God damn it. I hate that would be the only thing I want to know the answer to. I'm going to get so mad if I watch more episodes just for that to not matter.
All right. Well, maybe it was this scene.
I might be as mad as Biggles seeing a small child not getting murdered.
I know, right? Stupid small children. All right. So
yeah, go jump in front of a bus, small kids.
Yeah. If not, come here. I'll push you in front of one. No. Okay. So we're at the 2-hour mark. We got through all the shows I had on there. Any last words, boys? Anything?
No, I think we covered most of the show. I would say, I think, was there one that I had been watching that was also new? I feel like there was one more I wanted to mention.
Was it Original Sin?
I do actually really want to talk about one really briefly here.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I did watch The Summer Hikaru Died. Really liked that. I thought it was really good, like psychological, like horror sort of thing. And then Togen Anki came out this week, and I love the whole "I'm going to bring a gun to a sword fight" mentality that the main character has.
Nice. Let's go.
Just reminding people to go back and watch Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai.
Yeah, we'll
so
be
that they
talking
can be
about it
caught
next
up.
week, I think.
Yeah, because it's a great show.
I will try and get caught up on that. I'm about 2 episodes in.
I'm at the movie.
You're up to the movie?
I am at the movie.
Yep.
Is there do we have to watch Knapsack Kid Does Not Dream part? That one?
I don't think you need to.
Because that's a different set of characters, right?
I believe it is, yeah.
Okay.
I've only ever watched the main line.
That one's called Knapsack, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm on the movie, and then we got Santa Claus. But next week we'll have Kaiju number 8. Let's go. First episode of season 2. We'll have more Sword of the Demon Hunter. We'll have Bunny Girl Senpai's, but Santa Claus. And then we'll probably have a lot of the ones we have as well. Yeah. So remember, Crimson's face is good enough to kill kids with. No, I'm just kidding.
Let me just go headbutt some small children, you know?
Yeah. Because this is what he's going to do to the children for me.
Down.
All right. I'll leave you guys with this, and then we'll leave.
Crimson Set, it's just for the plot, but we all know it is probably not. Little chat with another slice of life. Biggles keeps talking about another villainess. And in the trouble, にされているぜ。私たちはそれ